Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday and it's worship time, so welcome to worship. The Lord is here. His Spirit is with us. Well, over the last couple of days in worship time, we've been thinking about being hopeful. And part of being hopeful has been to remind us of all our happy memories stored deep in our hippocampus. So all those happy times that we've had, and Mrs. Hodgson shared the things that make her happy. Baking was one, wasn't it? And going to Cornwall, one of her favourite places. And I shared some things with you, some of my memories of some holidays. Looking at photographs can help us remember happy times. And I think appreciating those happy times leads us on to say, thank you. So today we are thinking about having an attitude of gratitude. We'll explore what that means. I'll just share my screen. Let's start with some pictures that help us to think about expressing gratitude. Now, if we express something, it means we want to tell it out and share it in some way. And gratitude is all about being thankful and being grateful, appreciating the things that we have. And down in that bottom corner, there's a whole poster, a list going around in a circle of all things that someone is grateful for, some things that they want to say thank you for. Now, I wonder if maybe your teacher will want to pause the video, but 5 things that we're thankful for. I wonder if you can think of 5 things in 1 minute. I'm just going to pause for a few moments to see how many things I can think of. And then we'll see if we've got common things that we want to be thankful for, or you might have some things that are quite different from me. Are you ready? Steady, go. Okay. I've had my moments of thinking. If you want to carry on a little bit longer, you might need to pause. So I wonder what you were thankful for. Well, my number 1 thing was family and friends, people that I love and care about. I should imagine that lots of us share that thing. My second one, I don't know whether this is a good one to have for my second one, but it's food. I love eating. I have lots of different favourite foods and I'm really grateful for my food. I love food. My third one is all about the wonderful world that we live in nature. I love going for walks, whether it's on the beach or kicking up autumn leaves in the park or standing on top of a hill and looking at an amazing view in the countryside. Going to the Lake District is one of my favourite places, but also going to Africa where scenery is very different, very vibrant colours. So I love nature. The fourth one might surprise you, but it's clean water. And I'm so thankful and grateful that I can just turn on a tap and have clean water. And I didn't used to think about that one very much, but when I've been on holidays in Kenya, I've seen lots of people who are walking down dusty roads, down little tracks with buckets on their heads, carrying water. It's so precious and they certainly don't take it for granted. And this morning when I was stood in the shower with warm water splashing all over me, and I was thinking, oh, what a lovely way to wake up. I can just turn a tap and that water just pours out. So I'm really grateful for that. And fifth, I'm really grateful for this. It's not really in an order, but my faith, my Christian faith, gives me comfort and it gives me strength, and I think it keeps me on the right road. And if I have a wobble, it helps me to get back on track and to remember that God loves me and I can have that special relationship is really important. So those are my 5 things. Again, if you want to stop and share with the rest of your class or your family if you're at home what you're thankful for, it's really interesting to see, isn't it, what everybody is thankful for. And maybe it'll make you think, oh, I could have added that to my list too. Well, I think we could go on and easily find 10 things. So why should we practice expressing gratitude, being grateful and thankful? Well, because it's good to be thankful. It helps us to be mindful. A bit like when I'm thankful for water, it helps me to remember that everybody doesn't have the same things and that some people really struggle to find clean water every day. For some people it's a big effort, and that helps me to appreciate what I've got. It may help me to give some money to charity or to pray about things or to make a difference. So thinking about other people often comes when we're thankful for something. It makes us think, I wonder if other people would enjoy this. Perhaps somebody in my family would like to play this game with me, or perhaps I can share this with somebody. Now, the feelings which come with gratitude calm our bodies down, and they help our body to rest and digest. We've been thinking, haven't we, last week in our Mind Up worship times about being calm. It's really good for our bodies. And when we say thank you, it can help other people to feel good too. I don't know whether you can really see them, but I've got a few thanks cards that people have sent to me, some of them homemade. I love homemade cards. And it's great, isn't it, when somebody says thank you and appreciates what you've done. And I try and do that to my friends and family too. It's good to say thank you. Now, you know that I'm really interested in what happens in our brain. I think it's just fascinating that we can change how our brain works. We can help the good, useful bits to grow stronger. I love being able to think about that. And when we feel thankful and appreciative, when we appreciate things and feel grateful, it affects the levels of brain neurotransmitters. A transmitter is something that sends a signal. So all those little neurons in our brain where the messages travel, those messages travel better in times when we're thinking that we're thankful and we're appreciating things. And do you know, scientists have done experiments that have shown that children who practice grateful thinking, so children who are grateful a lot and say thank you a lot, not only have a more positive attitude towards school, but their brains are also more ready to learn. That's amazing, isn't it? So you can do better learning if you're a thankful kind of person, if part of your attitude is about being grateful and thankful. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's about being calm again, and maybe having those good feelings, that dopamine running around our body, can help us engage and be ready to learn. It's amazing to think that being thankful can have such a wonderful effect on our brain, isn't it? Research suggests that when people focus on things they are grateful for, their happiness increases, so they feel better. And there are lots of different ways that you can practice being grateful. Somebody there is writing a thank you list. And you can even buy little books or journals. That one's called Today I Am Grateful For. And I think last year in year 4, I think you made calendars, didn't you? Inspired by the picture in the bottom right. It says, I am grateful for, and then there are lots of rays coming out like sunshine or a rainbow. And if I remember rightly, I think you made beautiful calendars where you wrote some things. Maybe during Advent, which starts very soon in December, maybe you could have I'm grateful for, and every day in Advent, you could write one thing on your picture. You could design it however you like. One thing that you are grateful for. I think I'll do that this year with my family, and we'll let you know how we get on. That would be a really good countdown to Christmas, wouldn't it? And I suppose on Christmas Day, on the 25th of December, we could add that we are thankful for Jesus, who came as a wonderful gift from God to us to be our friend and to help us know God really well. So I am grateful for, there's a challenge. That would be lovely if you could show me some of those during Advent. So I think it would be good this week, what's left of this week and next week, to really practice having an attitude of gratitude. And I love that little picture at the top. Let's move me out of the way. That little boy or girl is so happy they can't even see their eyes. Happy, thankful attitude. There are so many verses in the Bible that remind us to be thankful, and this one is one of my favourites. It's from the book of Psalms, and it says, "Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever." There are a couple of words there that we don't use very much. Steadfast means not wobbly. Steadfast means strong and secure, and it stays the same. God doesn't have bad days. God doesn't have wobbles. God doesn't think, oh, I don't feel great today. I can't be loving these people here. His love is steadfast. It's the same every day. And endures forever means lasts. We don't really use that word very much, do we? But if something endures, it means it lasts. So we could read the psalm like this. "Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. for his strong love lasts forever. And that's a really lovely little verse to remember if you could learn it, because it can give us lots of strength and comfort if we're feeling that we are having a wobble, because we know that God isn't, and God is always there for us, comforting us, and things will get better. And that's what we can hope in, isn't it? We've been talking about hope a lot this week. So let's finish with a prayer. Let me appreciate all that I have. Let me see the little things this day that make me happy. Let me give thanks for what has happened, my celebrations and my challenges, for they have made me who I am. Amen. I just want to leave you with a lovely picture. Put some gratitude into your attitude. There is always something to be thankful for. And I was inspired by a friend recently. She's had a really tough 3 months. She's had a bereavement, and someone in her family has passed away who she was very close to. She's been poorly herself. Other people in her family have been poorly. But every time I text her, send her a message, she always says, yes, this has happened, but some friends came round today and they walked my dog, and somebody came and brought my family a lovely casserole for tea, and somebody even took my washing and brought it back all ironed. And every time, in every message, there's always some thanks, something that she's grateful for. And I thought, how wonderful that even in dark and tricky times, that lady has been thankful and grateful. And I'm sure that that helps us to heal more quickly and to move on more quickly and to feel those happy times again more quickly if we can have that attitude of gratitude. So look around Hay Houses today and see if you can spot it. Hopefully you'll spot it in yourself, but also in your friends and in all the grown-ups who work in school. Let us have a real attitude of gratitude. Okay, have a good day and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.